Hello teacher, my name is James Arias Aldana and I am going to explain about critical literacy. Okay teacher, here we have critical literacy. Critical literacy tries to make understandable the system of the meaning that operates in the society. How? By the way of talking or the way of writing. It goes in order to clarify the way of thinking and the way of being, and this converge to the critical literacy. Critical literacy says that discourses are not the result of the social practices but helps to constitute them. Discourses do political work or promote ideologies. Here we have a picture of critical skills, critical thinking skills, and these skills are applied for literacy educations, which helps students to fully participate in the society, applying the different skills. There in the picture says solving problems, making decisions, analyzing, reasoning, and finally evaluating. Critical literacy has several dimensions. One of them are the general attitude toward literacy, particular way of engaging with text, manner of participating in the work that involves language and literacy. The dimension of critical literacy says that students are a proficient student as a reader has to coding competence, has to understand the semantic competence, the pragmatic competences, and finally the critical competence. And the result of this competence has to be with the simultaneous practices, including the code breaker, the meaning maker, the text user, and finally the text critic. Critical literacy on reading explores social issues that involves reading text, authoring text, researching social issues, and taking social actions. And it is called like a critical word literacy. Critical word literacy talks about the social issues, talks about reading a text on the same topic written from different perspectives, authoring text from different perspectives, and finally reading positions. In a literacy classroom, is the conventional literacy development, says that is emphasize, explore readings as a social and construct practices, looking to the relation between a text and its readers as a result of how information is selected and presented by the author. Critical literacy and the development of reading skills focus 4 types of students' work. One of them is class dialogue, responding to the reading material, class discussion, notes about the new vocabulary and reading strategies they learn and they get useful, and finally responding essays in order to write literacy narrative. On the text is able to see positions like from Fraser and Perkins, and they say that language skill components were part of focused critical literacy. Fraser says that critical interpretation is of a text is the development of the discussion. On the other hand, Perkins says that critical analysis of the text is part of the reading comprehension. Another authors' positions like Cochrane, Smith, and Little define teacher research as systematic, intentional inquiry by teachers about their own school and classroom work. Here we have some of components: commerce, environment, gender, and finally language. Conventional literacy, practices of code breaker, meaning maker, and text users. Effects of critical literacy. One of them is improve students' understanding through dissecting and analyzing concepts. Improve students' writing.